Alright, don't go do your AV then. We can stop.
You should, yeah. And then after raid tomorrow, we should do some more because when does the rep stop? Does it stop like it stops sometime Monday morning?
Yeah, it's sometime on Monday. Yeah.
Oh no, Raj 2 died.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you just feigned?
Yep. I mean, if you die, you don't come back to life, you know. So. No. Oh yes, actually, he normally is.
Yeah, we could probably port to org.
Oh yeah, that'd be
He's now
nice.
level 40.
That was weird.
What happened?
I just watched Dell's cast bar fill, and nothing happened. And then he started doing the animation.
That's a hacker if I've ever seen one. You should report him.
Ooh, I've got mail from Hugo.
Read it, pretty lady.
No. No. Oh.
You Hugo girlfriend now.
Please no.
That's terrible. What else do you need for this Libram? I don't remember. Black diamond, I'm
Black
guessing.
diamond, 30 gold, and fuck, I can't remember them.
Crystal Spire times 4.
Yes, you have to get yellow crystals and green crystals, and make them at the east tower in Ungoro.
That sounds annoying.
Yeah.
Do you want these 3 black diamonds that I have?
Yeah, that would be helpful.
I am in front of the bank.
Does anyone have power crystals?
I have
What sort
two
of power
of
crystals
the
do you need, buddy?
Blue
yellow.
and yellow. I need 10. No, I need 20.
You need 20? I can do that for you. I will do that for you after this next AV.
I can.
Do you want them sent to
you
Volda
now.
or somebody else?
What was that, Sarah?
That I can give them to you now, and I'm not gonna be weird about it.
Weird about it. You mind running that by me again?
Dude, you're totally doing a weird voice right now.
Okay. Thanks, I suppose. Having a really good time.
I need to figure out where my Librams are. Because they're
Oh.
on a random character.
Yeah, because like I was standing right next to you and then you logged off and I was like, oh, okay.
Goodbye, Jojo. Goodbye, Jojo.
You want to see this mailbox?
What can I give you that's funny?
Stop roasting
Oh.
Org Grunt.
I I can't be stopped.
I hate it.
I don't have space.
Wait, are
Wait, I
you
wasn't
logged?
done.
Why aren't you taking these crystals, Volda?
I was trying to find my Libram. One sec.
Okay.
Ah, that's what it is.
What a cry. Good lord.
All right. So, please cry.
I don't understand why Orgrimmar Grunt is affected by the fire, but
I see in my stream is paused, and I look and there's a dude named Weeb Slayer.
amazing.
He was standing by the mailbox. Is he still there?
There's Weaver.
Yep, he's
Oh.
still there.
Where is
Incredible.
Weeb Slayer? Oh my god, there he I'm gonna add him as a friend. I'm gonna tell him slay me.
Oh dear.
I do not slay.
Alright, cool. Now I just have to go to Ungoro.
What's in Ungoro?
Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Okay. But what's the relevance?
I gotta
We
go
already
find the
did Jurassic
crystal
Park.
healer.
Ah yes. 3 people just talked at once.
I need to find a crystal healer.
Oh. I'm a regular healer.
I don't believe in your kind of healing.
Crystal
I mean,
healing.
like, me neither. Oh no, Rashti's gonna die.
What are you talking about,
Oh.
Rash? He's amazing.
What was that, an NS rank 9 healing wave?
Yeah.
Dude, kill a warlock.
Okay. There's a
Are
warlock.
you putting AV on 2 characters right now?
I'm queued on one, and I'm in another.
Is Rashti on a different account?
No. I have another character that I'm doing AV for on a different server.
Hmm.
Oh, thanks for nothing.
That one is on another account.
Yarp. That one I actually care about honor.
On Scooter?
No, on the account that's not with Rashti and Scoots. I need to worry about honor on Scoot and Toot.
Alright, I'm flying for 6 more minutes, so I'm gonna let my dog out. I'll be back.
I feel like that dog's gonna have a heart attack one day. Dude, it can't be good for your health to be a little dog.
What?
Just like you're like the mental stress that a dog that's the size of like a men's 13.
I feel like they probably don't know any better.
Well, no, they don't know any better, but they definitely know. They're aware of their like vulnerabilities, which is
I
why
mean,
they're so
that
like.
depends. Like, if we're talking about terriers tend to be quite small, but fuck if they have any sense of fear or scale. Isn't that like the
Well, then they
meme
might.
where if we met Klingons IRL, we would basically just show them terriers, and they would be like, "Yeah, all right."
I guess I don't know much about like terriers. I just know I don't like small dogs because they like.
Like unironically, part of the breed standard for terriers as a whole is an indomitable spirit and unwillingness to yield. Like, hang on,
That doesn't sound like. That sounds like it gets rid of like the bad things about little dogs, and adds a different type of bad things.
terriers are assholes, like full stop, BT dubs. But there's an entire like meme about. Let me find the thing.
But they're not that. So like most little dogs are assholes, but that's because they're like they think everything in the world is going to kill them, because everything in the world can kill them, and it's like I too understand that anxious anger that little dogs have, because like if I thought everything was just going to be like, oh, if they wanted to kill me and eat me right now, they could, I'd be freaking out. If you drunkenly stumble and land on your dog, rip, dude. Like, that's.
Oh my god.
I'm just
I
saying.
feel like that's overselling it a bit.
That is the fear that they live with, man.
I feel like that's
Today-
overselling it a bit.
I don't know, like break their back, man. Like it, like dog's not eating too much because it's scared of everything. It's
God
like
damn it,
cowering under
there's that
stuff.
fucking image. Like there was an image that was shared in my Discord a couple of months ago that was basically just like how a terrier, which is the size of like your ankle, has the heart of a targ, and they're just be like, this dog has the heart of a warrior. I must have one.
A scooter pupper. Are terriers Scotty dogs? I actually don't even know what the fuck.
No. Like terriers are things like Boston Terriers, Jack Russell Terriers,
Okay.
that sort. Like terrier is in the name. Scotty dogs is a Scotty dog. Is it a Scottish Terrier actually?
I
It
thought
might
it
be a
was a
Scottish Terrier. So
terrier.
yeah, actually, you're right. My bad.
Yeah.
All right, I've got to find this. This is gonna be my bugbear now.
We're not saying your small dog is particularly bad, Volda. I'm just talking about in general. Like
Small dogs are assholes.
I feel like small dogs just like get they get the short end of the stick, and so like but they're still assholes. And like it's like, oh, you're an asshole. You're an understandable asshole, but you're still an asshole.
What I don't like about my dog is that it's not really my dog.
That would.
Yeah. And like, yeah, it's my mom's dog, and she doesn't even like the dog. It's kind of sad.
Well, dude, okay. Girls are like, oh, I'm gonna get a small dog, and it's gonna be so cute, and it's gonna be just like a big dog, but it's gonna be small. No, it's not. It's not gonna be just like a big dog. It's gonna be a little fucker. It's gonna yap at everything. It's gonna be scared of its own fucking shadow.
Yeah, my
Because-
dog isn't like annoying, unless okay, so it's not
I mean,
like
If y'all have
it's not
guests,
like it doesn't like bark like. She yelps and whines sometimes, but
So at guests, it's not like
Oh no, she goes. Yeah, okay. She goes crazy at other people,
that's okay.
but that's not a common occurrence. 'Cause, like,
Right, but like you don't. I don't know. To have people over is already like
it's
that
like
can already be enough to put out.
my mom gets mad because the dog will be behind her, and it's like, what the fuck? Why are you getting mad because the dog was? Yeah, just
I
dumb
don't know.
shit.
That's weird. Well, actually, I
It's
had.
like, she's afraid of stepping on her, so she gets mad.
Well, that,
Yeah.
that's actually kind of fair because you don't want to kill. I just said, like you could kill your own fucking dog, and it's true.
Yeah, but that's not gonna happen.
You say that.
I mean, a large part of it not being "quote unquote" your dog is a big deal, though. Simply because like even in terms of the choosing process, even in terms of the choosing process, you're more likely to choose dogs that like fit with your attitude, right?
Yeah.
Like I chose Chip, and Chip is an incredibly loving, incredibly chill, and incredibly like affectionate dog.
What kind of breed?
Australian Shepherd mixed with what? Very good question. He's a rescue, so I don't know for sure.
Heard.
But then I inherited my my sister's pointer mix, and because like she now has my nieces. She has 2 small daughters and 1 small son, and turns out that a hunting dog tends to be a little aggressive with children. Who knew, right?
Well,
So
pointers more so than like retrievers, like labs and golden.
right? So it's just like so like basically the pointer mix like ended up snapping at both of my nieces at one point or another, and like nearly took out the eye of my biological niece, right? So, or no, my adopted niece. Sorry,
A bitter face.
Yeah, like bitter face. It was a big deal.
Boo.
So, like we had two options: either
Put her
give
down.
this dog up to the pound when she was already 7 years old, or I take her because I don't have kids. We went with the latter.
Yeah.
And like she's calmed down a lot. Like she's a much better dog now, just because it's much calmer in my house. But I still don't like that dog very much.
Yeah.
So a lot of what I don't like is that my mom and my brother want a new dog. It's like they don't take care of the one that we have, and they're like, "No, we're gonna get a big dog. It's gonna be better. We're gonna want to take care of it." And I just don't. I don't believe it at all.
Oh, right. I got it. Volda, Scotty. Shit is for you.
Like
pics and screenshots.
I'm a huge dog person, but almost you can take that phrase literally and figuratively. Like, I want a big dog.
Oh, I've heard that before.
What, the thing that I just linked?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is great. I laughed my ass off the first time I saw that.
That's true.
Yeah, terriers being terriers.
That's why I always thought a Scottish Terrier was very fitting. But I chose a lab. I chose a big old lab. He was like
labs are good ass dogs, dude.
Sweetest motherfucker. Like
literally the only problem you will ever have with a lab is that they love too hard.
Yeah. That was the only thing that could be like considered annoying about him. He was like, "Oh, he loves you too much," and it's like you just feel like an asshole because you're like, "Oh, I'm the dick. I'm the one who's like, I can't love you anymore, dude. I gotta do life stuff."
Yeah, I gotta do life stuff, and they're just like, but we gotta love more. Just like that's the only, and then legit, that's a real problem with labs. But by the way, like they need to learn when to chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
But like that is the only problem you're ever gonna have with a lab.
Relatable. But like he was a great dog, but then we got a Cocker
Spaniel. The problem you'll have with a lab is that they got smooth brain.
They do have pretty smooth brains. They're
not the smartest.
Smart dude. He wasn't a full lab mix though. He was like he was mixed a little bit with I don't know, something short haired.
Oh, cow! I never got your black diamond.
Probably
That was
a short-haired pointer mix or something like that. Particularly if you were,
He did have that beefier like pointer cheeks.
particularly if you're talking about smart. I assume that you are referring to liquid intelligence, where you didn't need to instruct him too many times to get him to pick up on something. Okay, yeah, then you're definitely talking about mixing it with a hunting breed, and you're almost certainly talking about a short-haired pointer.
Yeah, yeah, because he had hip problems too, and that's really common with short-haired and labs. So yeah,
I'm glad that I got this right in one.
Yeah, it was. That's what I had always kind of figured it was, but it was like he was a great dog. He was a really good dog, but
I'm a big fan of mutts. I'm a big fan of mixes, and
it's healthy. It's healthy to not like inbred.
Yep, it's much healthier for the dog. Like all you need to do is make sure that they're mixed with something with the mental traits that you care about, and that was why the dog that I've got, Australian Shepherd mix. I'm a Shepherd. Like I've always gotten along best with Shepherds. The first dog I ever had was a bearded collie, and he was an amazing dog. I've always been a Shepherd boy.
I had an Australian Shepherd when I was younger.
Dude, Australian Shepherds are so fucking good.
But he had a biting problem.
Man. Hit a what problem?
He had a biting problem.
That does sound characteristic of the breed if you don't get them early enough. Unfortunately,
you have to get them, and so that's the other really sad thing about dogs.
Puppy, I don't know if he was trained properly. I was younger, and he had a biting problem, but we had a neighborhood kid problem.
Yeah,
they just didn't
leave him alone.
Yep. Now, honestly, like as much as I don't like the pointer mix that I have, because she has committed a lot of violence against my ball. A lot of her problems are really kid problems rather than her problems.
I was actually bitten by him.
Yeah,
but I was a dumb kid.
What were you doing?
Well, so one day he got out of his fenced-in area. And we were going somewhere. We were in a rush to leave, so I was like, all right, I'll go find him. And the neighbors had put cereal out for squirrels and birds and shit.
Cereal?
Cereal, like Lucky Charms or something.
Oh my god.
Rabbit tricks are for kids.
Yeah, he was eating it, and I was like, I'm gonna get him. And he bit me in the face.
What did you do? How did you get him?
He was trying.
He was collar, dude.
He was trying to pull him away from food that he had marked.
Yeah.
That's gonna cause a bite, and it shouldn't. But it's a resource guarding thing.
You were food trained before then.
Yes.
I remember my dad tried to food train him after that.
No.
But yeah, I think he got better. But
it's actually not too late. It's just you would have to dedicate it so much time to it.
With I believe it's just kids that he didn't know it was a problem.
We food trained our lab, and his food was my food basically. I could pick it up, I could push him away. I could do anything.
Labs will put up with anything because they love you so fucking much.
That too. He was easy to train. He was easier to train than the German Shepherd we had. But once she was trained, she never went back on her training.
Mm-hmm. That was honestly the biggest thing that I love about Chip, is that he has absolutely 100% been the easiest dog to train that I've ever had, and I've had 7 dogs that I've raised from puppies, and Chip has just been so easy to train. It's been insane. I have thought about it.
I struggle because like of course you want your puppy, but it's like at the same time it's like I feel like I would be cheating the original.
I don't feel like that. My larger moral objection is that all of the current dog cloning procedures are incredibly difficult on the dam, and usually the dam dies like after only about like a couple of pregnant. So like it's pretty cruel to the animals involved.
It does
Actually,
sound pretty cool.
it's pretty cruel, and like I have a lot of problems with that morally. But like if they were able to just like synthetic womb this shit, like fuck, like I would be insanely tempted to just clone Chip for the rest of my existence. Like he's like the only. I actually wouldn't change anything about him. Like he's cold adapted, so it would restrict me to higher latitudes, which I don't normally like the cold, but I'm white as shit, so like I should probably be up in higher latitudes anyway.
I mean, and you're tall, so you're probably like you probably come from a little bit of like a Nordic background.
I'm German Swedish, yeah.
Okay, yeah, then 100%.
Yeah, like like my last name is Messer, for fuck's sake. Like English people who were the town blacksmith got named Smith.
That's
German
weird.
people who were the town butcher got named Messer. Like it's not a question of where I came from.
Right.
It says here there's no one in the world named Vonnie Messer.
No, there wouldn't be, because my first name isn't Vonnie.
I don't understand.
It's weird, right? How could I lie to you like this? This is an incredible betrayal of trust.
All girls do is eat hot chip and lot.
What is that from?
What is hot chip, though?
Hot Cheetos.
Oh, okay.
I hate those things, by the way. I think I had like 3 and was just like, I'm never having these again.
What is that
Oh
from?
god, my dog got into a bag of flaming hot Cheetos once.
Oh
It was
god.
fucking purple.
Did he
Dude,
regret it?
Was she yelping?
I don't
It
know.
would be.
I don't remember. I think maybe.
Oh, oh, oh.
Like, I regret my existence.
But she probably didn't stop eating it either. She was like,
No, she did not.
I don't understand. She's like, I don't understand this. It's dark magic.
My dog likes to get into things, and I bought some. This local Indian food restaurant has a scale of 1 to 10, and then if
Oh,
you
no.
think that that's not hot enough, you can order Indian hot, and I get Indian hot.
Do you really? Can you? I
And-
can't handle
yeah.
that stuff. I can handle that
Yeah.
level of spice, dude. That
Yeah,
stuff's
Thai, like Thai hot, Thai heat, Indian heat, like
That's some good shit,
Yeah.
man. I
I
couldn't
like
handle it until
Thai-
college.
Thai heat's not as hot as Indian hot. I can handle
I
Thai.
True,
differ.
actually.
I don't know,
beg to
dude.
differ.
I don't know. And
Eh.
like Thai has some hot peppers, but like Indian people, dude. Like when I went to India, and like because we love spicy stuff. I love spicy stuff. And like in China, we would order stuff and say every time
Like Szechuan hot or some shit.
Sichuan was our favorite. What
Fuck
was our
yeah, boy.
And so like every single time we would go to Sichuan restaurants and be like hai la, which just means like extra spicy. And
Yeah, like ignore the fact that I'm white. Actually, bring out the spice.
and then we did that in India. We never did that again. We were just like regular spicy, please.
I was down in southern India near Mysore when I did that, and I was able to handle it. But like maybe it's different elsewhere.
It was the first time in my life where I was like, milk. I need some milk.
Can you give me black diamonds now?
Wait, black diamonds?
Yeah,
Those
sorry. Open up trade again.
are literally like
Oh,
less
sorry.
than 1 silver on
One more time.
the age, dude.
Move from the fire.
What are you
No,
doing?
no, no, no. No, time it right.
Silver
Go, 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 go. There we go.
Okay.
Now I want spicy food.
I wanted pizza, but now I want spicy food.
Which is even worse to eat before bed.
I don't care, man. Like my stomach wants what my stomach wants.
Your
Garlic,
mouth wants what your mouth
like spicy garlic chicken. That's what I want, or not chicken, shrimp. Spicy garlic shrimp. That's what I'm down for. Right
you
now.
had it right for me with the chicken.
But
to me, shrimp's a lunch meat.
You wanted this, right, Cal?
Not wrong. That's not
sure.
wrong. Oh man, God bless AV weekend, buddies. Average queue time 1 hour 21 minutes.
Which it's funny that we're thankful for that.
Yeah, it is. Like just under normal circumstances, it's fucking 2.5 hours.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
and I've now exalted 2 characters, and I'm working on my 3rd. You know, because like fucking every 60 I've got, like more or less requires exalted because it's not actually that much overall effort. The stuff that you get out of it is like Neff and Rag tier.
Yeah.
Like you kind of have to fucking do it, man.
Dude, the offhand is so pissed.
Yeah, no, like Mori in particular, like he's already got his epic mount from it. And now I'm just trying to get him into a ZG or 2 so he can get Blood Caller, so I can buy the offhand.
As a maid, you need 3 of the offhands. That's how
it's that big of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
And like as Cord, like I've got to do it again. You know, not partially for the practical reason of he needs that offhand healing. And then partially for just like the walking around reason of he needs that damn wolf. Ask Jug how much he needs that damn wolf. He's the damn wolf, man. You can't do without that stupid wolf.
Not if you ever go to UC.
Exactly.
But what do you need? So you're planning on healing on Cord eventually?
Yeah, like I mean, I can't, like I have a tank set, and like I'm currently a Heart of the Wild spec that allows me to tank good enough, I get. So like for something like BRD, if you guys were looking for a tank, I could have come down and just sort of semi-tanked for you. But like realistically, he's gonna be a healer. I mean, Maul does okay on a single target, and as it turns out, most of the truly dire tanking situations are single target. Like AoE tanking is a big deal, and warriors will always do it better than druids, 100%. You know, it. I mean, I honestly do not see how druids can compete with warriors on that shit. I just don't. It does a great job, but he's
are you guys saying? Okay, are you on the same page? Are you saying are you saying single or AOE, Vonnie?
I'm talking about AOE. Like I mean, just the fact that you're able to walk up there with an engineering shield and just be like, "Come at me, motherfucker." You know, like that is inherently going to make Juggernaut a better tank than Rinzer for AoE. Like, I feel like
one word: Thunder Fury.
3 things with swap, kind of. Like Wipe is never going to mess with multi-shot. Multi-shot is going to win 100% of the time. Whereas Warriors can win against multi-shot. They do all the time. You've won against my multi-shot.
Yeah, Nuba does it all the time.
Multi-shot.
Thunder Fury.
I'm pretty sure at this point, you just like tabs and cleaves. That's it. That's literally what he says. He says, "I'm so lazy with tanking now, I just tab and cleave."
That'd be the whole truth. I mean, those two things aren't mutually exclusive, right? You can tab and you cleave, and you can tab and you thunder. Both of those things can be true at the same time. Which actually can't be true with druids because we don't have a thunder.
Thunder Fury. That's all you need to say, and then Warriors win.
Well, I mean, that's super high end. It's high end.
And like mages can wield Thunder Fury, dude.
Point that like us as one of the best rating guilds on the server hasn't gotten there yet, just by pure luck.
God, it's bad.
Yeah, but a lot of bad guilds have gotten there.
Yeah,
we'd be far and away the best if we had a Thunder Fury.
We probably would have. Like, there was that two. If we had two, like, fucking game over, man.
I think a wipe would be super rare. At least a
Wipes
wipe
would still happen.
I'm not talking like wipes due to like aggro getting like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. What wipes at least the last month or like 3 to 4 weeks have, in my opinion, at least, more been due to the fact that our core rating setup was in flux more than anything else. Like, it's really only been in like the last 2 weeks where we have both filled a raid to 35 plus without needing to go outside of the guild, and
Yeah, the pug week were rough.
had all 35 plus of those people like familiar with us enough that we don't need to explain how we do business, right? Like, both of those things are incredibly fundamental things that we simply haven't been able to rely upon in the last 4 or 5-ish weeks because folks have been burning out. Sorry.
Yesterday was really good though.
Today was amazing. Like, today was incredible. Okay, yeah, technically yesterday at this point. You're correct. But Molten Core was buttery smooth today. It was simply because, like, even with the trials and everybody else that we had around, they had been with us at least once. None of that shit is even do. Like, the dragon breath chili is like literally the only thing a druid can do. Beyond that, we're just kind of fucked because, like, we can't even use a goddamn potion. We can't use a fucking potion. What kind of shit is that, man? Bullshit is bullshit. It's stupid. Like,
what's really stupid is druid healing.
Healing is also really weird. Like
Right over each other's hots.
I kind of want to go back and look at how Kadek healed, honestly, because like even just in terms of getting out the healing per second, I almost wonder if he wasn't just like mainlining mana potions the way Cow is, and just like spamming regrowth everywhere.
But
Because
the potion.
fuck is this? Because the most efficient way for me to do healing in raid is to have about 4 or 5 different rejuvenation casts on my bar, and then click on individual wounds and give them intelligent rejuves per person, right? Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Except in the case where there are priests on raid heal, because they will flash heal and then turn all of the healing that I just calculated into overhealing.
Yep. Inigo really literally doesn't want another druid like healing.
Has he said that?
I mean, because
Oh, I'm just curious.
Talk said that he wanted to like practice, like he has a druid and he wants to heal on his druid if he ever can, and
love to heal. Like, I get a lot of like very fundamental joy out of healing, so like I would love it a lot. But
in Inko, because you overwrite the other druid's hots if you cast a higher rank hot on their on the same target.
yeah, it becomes this really shitty game theory, honestly.
It's like you're if you really, really, really care about like healing parses, you're already quote unquote competing against your other healers in your raid, and I've heard it end up being like really toxic in some regards.
Cool. Like I know exactly how that would work if I were to do it myself. Which like I would actually unironically enjoy healing on core. I don't think I would ever want to change my main. Like Vani is super fun, but like for something like Molten Core, I would love to bring Cord to like scratch my healing itch. But like, probably what I would do is just like work with an Enko ahead of time and just be like, look, do you have improved rejuvenation? And he probably does. I would say probably 90% chance he does. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to change my spec, and I'm going to be a Swiftmen build, and I'm going to do all of the stuff, but I'm explicitly not going to take improved rejuvenation and improved regrowth, because that will allow you to continue to basically be chief druid healer. It's fine. It's fine. I would have a lot of fun with that.
Who is East Side Boys?
He's talking to me. He wants to know about mages. He said, "Do you have anyone in your guild who could tell me about mages?"
And you gave
I
him
thought you'd be interested in that, Scotty.
I was just like, like Scotty.
This guy just said yo. I'm like, question mark? This is really unfun.
Who should I send this guy to?
He's already talking to me.
Yeah, I know. Like he wants to. So what he told me is he plays a rogue on Stalag, and he has a mage there that he wants to server train.
We don't. I mean.
What I said was that we've been recruiting because of burnout. That's all I really said.
We're at 6 right now, and I don't see us honestly ever bringing more than 5. Bringing 5 mages is already heavy.
just respect, and now I don't know where to put anything on my bars.
Good job.
This.
Sounds shit.
Yeah, I have an Axe of the Deep Woods now.
God damn it.
I had one of your bros I was talking to.
He just said, "Here you go." Like, there was no weird shit. Thank goodness.
He asked me if we're looking for caster DPS in our guild. We're not.
Maybe.
Refer. Like, you're not an officer. Refer him to an officer if you're not comfortable having a conversation.
I mean, if he ends up being reserve, he ends up being reserve. Like, that's up to him if he wants to be.
I would feel weird telling someone to server transfer, being like, "Yeah, go ahead, server transfer here," and like then be like,
When he's fucking talking about server transferring, that's a slightly conversation.
That's
Like,
why I'm
okay, guys, it doesn't have to be.
I gave him your name.
It doesn't have to be weird. You can just be like, we have a main roster, and we have slots for reserves. And currently we have X number of reserves who show up a varying amount of time. So
He just got
your likelihood of getting into raid is whatever based on that. And you can make your own decisions with that information.
There you go. I think you have what you're going to tell this guy panned out. Yeah, but there at a certain point, if you're clear enough, like if I know that I was clear, concise, and like no bullshitted someone, like there wasn't like a man, maybe I kind of like like said that shit kind of like like ambiguously. Like if I know for a fact that I was like straight up with this person, I have no guilt about like them having some sort of like failure to
What we have here is a failure to communicate. You don't necessarily feel bad. Yeah, fucking Jug and me both going to Cool Hand Luke.
Yeah.
But, like, it's weird that I always get along with, like, older people way better, because they remember all of the stupid fucking references I make.
Everybody has that line.
No, like the movie group that I run with my community, I literally had to force like 50 people to watch Cool Hand Luke before they were like, oh, that's where that line comes from. Yeah, they have no fucking clue where it comes from. It's a failure. Please.
Oh shit!
Hmm.
I forgot I was in an AV on my other account. I almost got AFK'd out.
Are you talking to him, Sarah?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's calling me dude.
Yeah.
He used the word bro about 3 times in one sentence.
Yeah, he called me G. Just the letter G.
Wait.
That's. I'm torn on whether or not that's incredibly stupid or incredibly funny.
That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
He said, yo, and I'm like, what up? And he says, not much, G. Was wondering, do you guys rate?
That's pretty great. The meta-ness of this guy. So meta, can't even comprehend the meta-ness.
I got to use my battle res with my get the fuck up macro in the middle of AV.
Get the fuck up.
the fuck up!
I don't want to interview people. Where's
Do you
my
want to pass
brother?
it off to me? Like, I literally interview people for a living. Like, I can do this for you if you want me to.
I just didn't want any responsibility.
I would want 10 minutes of prep to figure out what your goals are and everything like that, but I can do this for you.
Scotty, do you think all of our mages are just going to be in the guild forever now that they're in?
I would bet on one.
You?
Oh, no. The OG3, and I'm talking about the new ones. I give one a solid chance. Who?
I have a guess, but
I think I know who. Because he's bad at the game.
I mean, I know who you're talking about. I think
He blew up on me on Rag.
yesterday I did Dharmal with Loesch Cow, and I was marking things, and neither Loesch or this mage were looking at the marks.
What was Loesch doing? I like Loesch a lot.
Dude, I'm fucking trying to get Skins of Shadow as a level 45 rogue because I want to make Loesch happy.
Yeah, I like Loesch too. Well, I think he's just not used to running dungeons or something somehow. Like, I don't know how that happened, but
He's suffered for a hot
That's not
minute.
it.
I will say that.
Okay, so he's like, I'll just do what I do best, lay down the big dick DPS and I'll win you all over. That's no issue, brother. I'm here to fuck shit up. Who the fuck is this dude?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Where did you find this guy?
He messaged me out of nowhere.
Why you?
I don't know. Like, he's a level, like, he just made a random character and is, like, scouting the server.
Did you fucking see how we were we were doing, like, wrestling memes before, yeah, he's basically Hulk Hoganing it, man. Like, it's fine.
He told me his rogue. Did he tell you his rogue?
What's his rogue's name?
His name is Dirty Tricks.
His rogue's name is
Dirty. Yes,
I compare him with Cox,
love
though.
you, man.
Dirty Trick? Or Dirty Trick? Well, the only Dirty Tricks is a EU guy.
Are you on Classic or Live right now?
I have to be Classic. Yeah, there's Dirty Trick on
Dirty Tricks with an S.
Okay, now I see one. That was really weird. It didn't show up before until I deleted the S and then retyped the S. He's not bad.
Yeah, his BWL looks good. His BWL is better than Talk. His molten core looks bad, but it's just Lucy for some reason is bad.
His BWL is the same parse as
Or no, I said
same
MC.
person.
I meant MC BWL.
He has a bad Neff. He does really good on short fights. He's a 2-pump chump. I mean, not really. Unless biology's sexist.
I don't know if you want to like say shit like that.
Sorry if I offended anyone.
I'm not paying attention to what you're saying, but if Fold is telling you not to say it, probably shouldn't.
God bless it all.
Dude.
No, dude.
Shadow Word Paint killed me. Are you serious? God
Dude,
damn
priests are fucking deadly when they want to be.
Horde suffers 38 shadow damage from Luther Blamu's Shadow Lord Pen.
38 damage.
God
Wait, how much
Piece
that was overkill? How much?
damn it.
Like, does over show up like that?
That's what it showed up as in my combat log, because I'm in AV right now. There's a dude near here named Ugly Priest. It's great.
I mean, yeah, because apparently, yeah, don't say offensive things. I'm not quite at that level, but like I think we have we have some safe space rules. I thought it was a little silly that we couldn't talk about weed.
Wait, was that a thing?
Like, don't talk about weed in front of Renter. He gets really offended by it.
When was this? Oh, wow.
I'd
Did
imagine
he
it's
say
some
not
sort
to
of-
talk about it?
Yes, it's something personal to tell. Well, he said, like, I think this is something you or no, like y'all should be talking about this in tells or something. It was a little more like
I
stern.
mean, if you guys are dominating a space with a conversation no one's into.
It was like 4 sentences. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Alright.
it was. I'd imagine there's something
okay.
personal to that.
Myself personally, I have no interest in shit at all. Like, and I don't really care when people talk about it because it's just like I can't relate or anything. It's like
There's a difference between like not being able to relate and being personally offended.
well, it's just like I'm saying that it crosses into the realm of being annoying.
Well,
for me
I mean,
personally.
I think yeah.
I'm not saying like I'm just saying.
I think being annoyed is never a reason that you should be able to like say.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying like you guys
Right.
shouldn't talk about
Right.
it.
Yeah, I definitely lean to where Jug kind of sits on stuff.
Dude, I have like 3 primed muskets in my inventory right now. They're all from.
I kind of agree because like being uncomfortable is immensely important in a lot of ways. He tried. I think he's more like us, Jug, but he tried to be safe space. That's like that was my interpretation of it. He was definitely like he's the guy who would, say retarded and like do a bunch of stuff that's not totally PC, but then he had to be like guild leader, like
I think there are some things that really.
Sure. And I think that's probably part of the reason why he thought it was important to kind of like build an environment like that. But, like it's immensely hard to be perfectly PC as a human being, dude. But PC is ultimately kind of like hard PC rules ultimately lend itself to eventually be kind of like almost hypocritical in a sense.
It lends itself
my
to being.
opinion.
I wouldn't go so far as hypocritical.
To be what now? Sorry, you cut out.
Fluid.
Okay, yeah, that's a better word for it.
Fluid, FLUID.
Wait. Where?
So we got
In
a
audio?
Damn, oh,
Oh.
that's not okay shit. Oh, oh, fuck it. Seriously, why don't
Christ,
you take the mask off, homie? God, shit. I don't know. It's really weird for me because like I'm white as the fucking driven snow, but like I learned chess playing with the little black boys and little black girls on the schoolyard, right? Like fucking Maurice Ashley. If you guys are familiar with him and how he learned chess, like slam chess, like talking chess. That's how I learned chess. And it's just like that is a part of my like very base culture. And like when I was called some pretty fucking awful things when I was in Virginia because of that. But you know, like it's just it was like it's it's one of those things that I am sensitive to, even though people are just like, why the fuck are you of all sunburned ass people sensitive to that?
wait, Jug, did I understand this? You're African American. You're African American. Okay, I mean,
Did not know that.
that surprises me. And like, is it racist to say like you don't sound like because there's a voice?
Yes. What?
Okay, but that's the weird line we're in, right? Where it's like, okay, you know, you don't have a stereotypical, I guess is the right word for it, like black voice, but that's not like a bad thing or a good thing. It's just a note, you know, like it's like.
Where did this conversation go while I was typing shit?
We found out that Jug is black.
I mean,
Okay.
I mean, and that he had like dealt
But
with like
like
a
before
really
then,
racist.
what topic were you on?
He had a really
There's a
racist
lot.
like,
We've gone through about 5 different topics in the last minute. Zara,
Okay.
like
I don't know
what's
if y'all
happened?
heard me, but there's a new guy in our Discord. Welcome to Dirty Tricks, Volda's
What's up,
friend,
Dirty
etc.
Tricks? How you doing, buddy?
Oh god, dude.
You just got thrown in foot
This
first,
was
my
the
friend.
worst
I
first
know, right?
impression
It's like,
that you could possibly-
sorry about that. I don't know where the
What are you
conversation
talking about? Like, he just got thrown in foot first of people like trying to understand each other in the most awkward situation possible. He just
Into
got
the
thrown
fire.
in when people are trying so hard to be good to one another. Like, you know, that was fucking weird, but that was fucking good. How you doing, Dirty Tricks? I am happy to have you here, friend.
What's up, fella?
Hey, how's it going? How you doing?
We all good.
We're doing.
I pressed chain heal.
Yes, I was talking.
I pressed you.
Yeah, so I was talking to a couple of you people, right? Like, so one guy sent me to another guy, and another guy sent me to another guy, and then finally,
Yeah,
here I am, right here.
thrown around a little bit, didn't you?
Well,
How did you
yeah,
find
so
Volda? I'm curious.
I was just scouting, honestly, because I'm trying to look for another guild for my mage. So I was like, I'm bored with myself. No, I don't even know
Like
this.
he was like, "That's a guy. I'll talk to him."
Yeah, I was like looking around and I saw some gear, and then I was like,
hustle.
well,
Respect that kind of hustle, man. Hustle.
it was pretty simple. All I was doing was like looking around, seeing who's like equipped, and then I was like, okay, yeah, so this is where I gotta go. So this is what I did. So I'm here right now. So yeah, but Yeah, like I said, that's good that you guys are actually looking for a mage, man. Like a lot of people are like full on casters and stuff, so it's really good, you know.
I
we had a
wouldn't say
fair.
we're like
I
full
cast
on
crossbow.
people these days.
Warrior and
Tanks.
Scotty would
Yes.
say otherwise.
We are definitely full
I
on
would
tank.
say that like it's going to be competitive. I think for like whoever's like reserve right now to like I guess get the open main slots is what I'd assume if we're going for optimization. But like we don't have any concrete plans obviously in one way or another.
Dirty. What are your professions, brother? What are your professions?
On my
Oh.
mage,
Oh.
at the moment, on my mage, I think it was like tailoring or something. Yeah.
And you gotta have some
I mean, you don't
I
have
think it's
to
like
technically.
tailoring and herbalism. Some shit.
herbalism. Okay, cool. Like I can make you some herbalist gloves and enchant them with advanced herbal. Welcome to the club, brother.
That's great, but at the same time though, I kind of it was weird, you know, because like I got the epic mount on her and everything like that. So afterwards, I was just like, you know, I don't know if I want herbalism again because my rogues are herbalism alch, and I have all like I have basically all the stuff that I
Recipes.
need, you know, all the recipes and everything, right? So,
Vaughn,
Cool,
Vaughn,
man.
you realize those gloves are leather, right?
Right, mage. Right.
yeah, yeah. So
I'm
that's not
sorry.
gonna
I'm
fly.
trying to heal like 30 different people in AV right now. Forgive me.
Yeah, yeah. So at the end of the day, I think I'm gonna change my professions eventually. I mean,
Well,
Tailoring right now,
let me know what's up. Like I do my best to support people as much as possible.
yeah, I appreciate that. At the same time, though, like with everything that I've been doing, like I said, like I'm just so bored, you know. Like that's why I'm starting on the mage. I basically want to play full time on two characters because I just have the time to do it. Like I just got done with my Cenarian, like my AQ fucking rep and everything. So like,
Did you grind to Exalted?
yeah, I'm already exalted on mage.
Holy
Damn.
mother god!
wait,
I'm
what?
slowly
Holy
working on
shit,
that.
Yeah,
that's impressive, dude.
That is.
Did you just kill like Twilight cultists?
I killed
Like,
Twilight Cultist to
okay,
honored,
dude.
and then I started well, I had a decent amount. I'm sitting on like on my rogue. I'm sitting on like 19K right now. So
What the fuck?
Did you just 5 pages?
Son,
yeah,
Damn, bro.
I brought my way
Jade.
out.
What herbalism alchemy just like it made you bank?
Well, so like here's the thing, right? Like I have like greater arcane pots and all that other crazy shit. So like I was just
Yeah.
selling those, and like everything right now on my server is like so like for a mongoose, it's like 7 gold or something like that.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
server is it? What server is this?
Stalag. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that as heavy populated as Herod?
It used to be, and then like we lost all of our we basically beat the shit out of the alliance so bad that everybody left our server. So now we have like
Yeah.
a 3%
Oh.
population on alliance.
Yeah.
So it's so bad where like we're actually talking to like alliance people, telling them like, "Hey, we're gonna help you out on mats." Like we're actually helping them out so we can release AQ. Over there.
Our situation isn't that bad, but it's like almost the opposite.
Yeah,
We
our
have like a
situation.
Yeah,
70-30.
like I just don't understand. Like like they got their ass kicked a lot, and like they were bitching about it, and then most of them left, and then they all went to Heartseeker. So now Heartseeker has like a huge.
Is that like the server that that guy made the video about?
Yes.
You guys remember that?
That was like
I
the
do
empty
remember
iron
that.
forge or whatever.
Yes, we're famous for that. Yeah,
Dude, that's
we were
that's
so it was so bad that like in order for us to farm honor in the PvP area, we would like hang out in their city. Like we had like it was just insane how fucking crazy it was. Like
Well, I mean, like as far as this server goes, like we're outnumbered at least 2-1 by some measures, 3-1 by alliance. But like we're not giving ground. Like me personally, I've been working on gathering up a whole bunch of stuff for the war effort, and like I have about 10,000 items for it so far, which I mean, not that much in the overall scheme of things, but like about to make a second bank alt, get it up to 20,000. Like nobody's giving in.
yeah,
Well, it also helps that we don't have world PvP, so it's like
That helps a lot, actually.
I mean, you don't have to worry about just getting fucking ganked You know,
That's
like
the one thing like I was kind of iffy about like joining. Like this is my first time coming to
a
what is
PvE
this, a
server.
RP server?
Oh, okay, yeah, no, it's not. It's not like if you're thinking like it's going to be a bunch of like RP heavy stuff. It's
Yeah.
not. This was my first RP server, and like I was like, dude, I'm like, do I have to be like RPing everywhere I go? You know, like no, not at all.
Yeah, but like I mean, there's a bunch of cats who RP. Like I've got RP profiles on all of my characters, but like it is very far from
It is
required.
super, yeah, it is super nonchalant. Like not like you're not going to run. You're not going to run into it unless you're looking for it, kind of
The
deal.
only reason why I wanted to like I came here at first was like because I was like, oh cool, like I'm not gonna get fucking gangbanged by Alliance or like this, like I'm not
Yeah,
gonna get my shit stolen, like my
You're
butt
not.
stolen and everything like that, right? So like that's another thing that I'm like excited about too. So it's just gonna be more laid back because,
it's
like I
super
said,
chill.
I'm kind of burnt out, like a little
I
bit,
don't blame you, dude.
sweaty guild. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'll be real with you. Like 15 years ago, I played on Silverhand, like the OG PVE RP server, right? I had a great time with it. When Classic launched, a bunch of the cats that I used to play with on Silverhand were just like, "Yo, we're all sub and back end. You should come." And I'm just like, "Okay, cool, I'll come." And like half of them went to Grobulus, the PvP RP server, and half of them went here. And like the reality of the situation is that all of the cats who went to Grob, like none of them are playing now, and it's because all of them basically didn't mature in the last 15 years, and the rest of us were just like, yo, we're adults, we got kids, we got significant others, we got jobs that we really care about, so on and so forth. And like we're chill here. We're just
That's the
gonna
best
we're
thing
just
about our
chill
guild.
about it.
My situation is different. So I was in the Marine Corps, and now I'm like just chilling, So I got out, and I'm like on my post 9, so I got like nothing better to do right now.
Right.
That's
So
shit.
it's like,
We have
Dude,
people.
dude, my freaking granddad was a Marine fighter pilot on through the Red Devils. He was on the Nimitz for a long while.
nice. Yeah, so
Respect,
like I
man.
said, doing all that, and then like now I just have like that's why I mean that's how I grinded up the gear, the rep and everything. So like I'm just bored right at this point. So I was
Yeah.
like, you know what, I might as well just check out a different server. I told the guild too. I was like, listen, I'm thinking about just going to another server, and like I'm still raiding with them, and that's why I asked you guys for the dates, like because obviously
Yeah, we
I'll definitely hit
we
up those dates. It's not an issue. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday or something like that. So
yeah,
Oh, we're on
we
the
roll.
weekend.
We
We're
roll
weekend,
Saturday
yeah,
like
that's
Saturday
fine.
afternoon, Sunday afternoon.
Yeah,
Those,
that's
those
fine.
are our. It's
like
super laid back.
yeah, like that was actually the thing that brought me that like made me really change to this guild from my last guild, was because like initially my last guild was the one that like originally quote unquote claimed me or whatever, but like I had a girl, like she was a medical doctor student, so she like only time she had was Friday night, Saturday night. That was it. Beyond that, she was studying, so it was just like, look, I really like this girl. I've got to do this thing. So I had to switch to a guild that was doing something that wasn't, quite bluntly, maximal old person.
Oh,
For the whole.
I'm sorry, like raiding Friday night, Saturday night, that is like some maximal old person stuff.
But
I mean,
like,
not necessarily. I mean, like, let's look. Like I said, well, I came from. So I'm originally from Brooklyn. I moved down to Florida, and this place
okay,
sucks.
Brooklyn.
There's like nothing going on here at all. It's probably like I'm in Florida, and I don't even like this state, honestly.
The nearly dead, man.
I'm from Kings Highway, 2200 Ocean Avenue, next to Quinton and R. Yeah, I went to Lincoln High School. I don't know if you ever been to Coney Island and shit, but so
Wait, you're from Brooklyn?
yeah, I'm from Brooklyn.
You don't even have a Brooklyn accent.
I don't. I
Yeah,
don't. Oh man, like
Cow's trolling you, dude.
that is
Yeah.
the first thing.
Sorry about that.
That is the
Cal.
first thing that I told. I forgot who I was talking to. I was like, listen, don't mind my accent or whatever, because like a lot of people think like it's aggressive or whatever the fuck, but that's just how I talk. So You know, I don't have the if I don't have the accent.
I grew up in Virginia. Like, what's up?
Yeah. So
That's
like,
funny.
and on top of that, like my whole background is like I'm Italian too. So like it's yeah.
Yeah,
So,
New York
dude.
Italian.
Sicilian, to be honestly, like that's the funny thing too. The one people that are like good at like two things, holding grudges and like spaghetti, dude. Basically. So, like, that's all we're good at.
I mean, if you have to pick two things, like that's not those. You pick worse things.
Like the last
Never forget.
was pretty bad for me, but that's just because of my condition.
We never
But
forget.
I'm a type 1
That's just how it
diabetic.
is. Like I'll still go if I still go to like my family members or whatever. Whenever I go back up there, usually for Christmas or Thanksgiving or something, they'll always be pissed off at something like that I did like 8 years ago, 9 years ago, 10 years ago, or something like that. They still hold that over me. They're good at that. Like Italians are really good at holding grudges.
I'm sure. Fred Vold is from Minnesota. I'm sure he could tell you about how Minnesotans hold grudges when they fucking want it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Minnesota nice.
Soda nice.
Soda nice. Yeah, I've heard that.
Yo, I heard they're like burning shit down over there.
Yeah, it's crazy right now. I live near there. It's
Charged, dude.
insane.
Volda was out there like
No,
on top of Taco Bell.
Dude,
I'm surprised
I
though
wasn't
you said
out
that.
looting a Taco Bell.